ever get the sense that there just must be more to life, the answer is always yes. Yes, there is. And it would be my honor to help you get there. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what you need to do to fill in that gap. Because I've been where you are, I've put my business suit on to go to a job that I hated, working with people that really didn't understand me, and then crying in the bathroom because I knew it wasn't the job that I was meant to be doing, and the only reason that I was there was for the paycheck. In a different job, I've been overworked and underpaid, working for people that just didn't have my level of education or intellect, that didn't respect me or appreciate me or the knowledge and experience that I brought. And I've also been my own boss in my own business and driven myself so hard to prove that I deserved to be where I was, which was at the top of my field, that I completely burned myself out and had the prognosis of a slow death by starvation. So if you resonate with any of that, I promise you I see you. But there's also another situation that I've been in that's trickier for people to understand, because I've also been there where there's nothing wrong. Where life is pretty sorted. There's no drama, there's no crying before or at work. Everything is fine. But it still felt like something was missing. Like, I still felt there's got to be more to life than this. And like I said, the answer to that question is always yes. Yes, there is. What I found through my own deep work and through working with some of the most incredible clients, the missing piece, which, by the way, is never actually missing, it's just hidden, is the connection that you have with the true essence of all that you are. It's understanding that you might not be living the life that you would actually choose for yourself. Maybe it was actually chosen for you. You followed the rules that you were taught so well, that you've been led down a path that was never actually meant for you. But because you're so brilliant, of course you've excelled at it. Because that's just the way we roll, right? When we set our minds to get something, we get it. Which is why it's so confusing that we're not satisfied with everything that we've got. But we've all been conditioned to fit into the societal expectations of what brings joy and happiness. We're taught that it looks a certain way, and it generally comes in a box with a smile from A to Z, or maybe a little turquoise one with a little white bow. But our lived experience keeps proving that wrong, because none of the material goals that we've accumulated have kept us satisfied for long. And please don't get me wrong, we love the stuff, we love the money, we love the house and the jewelry and all the things, we love the status that the world views us as having, and we're totally grateful for them. But it's never enough to satisfy that sense that there's just more for us. Because that more isn't found externally. It's found underneath the conditioning and programming of who we thought we needed to be. What I help my clients to do is to have both the inner connection to all that you are and the outer richness of the life that you experience. Because one without the other isn't enough to fulfill and satisfy you. And to find out ways of working with me, all the links that you need are in the description, so please check them out. Because you're an incredible creator of your life, and you can and deserve to have everything you want in the external world, and also to feel deeply loved and fulfilled, and for life to feel as good as it looks. So let me ask you this. If you had zero doubt that you could have what you wanted, what is it that you want? If nobody you loved could possibly be hurt, what is it that you want? Often it comes down to what we used to imagine when we were little, the make-believe games that we used to play. but not always, because sometimes those make-believe games were influenced by what was perceived as acceptable too, right? I remember when my youngest son was about 2 or 3 years old and he really wanted this pink doll's house. We saw it in the shop and he made a beeline for it. My now ex-husband was horrified at the fact that his son would want a doll's house, and a pink one at that, and he tried all his best to tell him no. I say tried because of course my child was going to have the doll's house that he wanted, and he loved it and he played with it for years. My point is, sometimes our childhood fantasies and fancies are influenced by those around us too. So maybe you need to go just a bit deeper. If there were never any restrictions placed on you, what would you have played with as a child? And as a child, what would you have wanted to be when you grew up? Yeah. You see, all of your life experiences has caused you to form a self-concept of who you are and what you can achieve. And that self-concept has shaped your behavior, which of course has shaped your results and your reality. But when we get back to who you really are, what you really want, then we uncover the beliefs that are preventing that life from unfolding. And we get to choose different beliefs. We get to choose beliefs that are aligned with the outcomes that we want. And that creates a life that feels easy, fulfilling, and richly abundant in every possible way. There's no limit to the amount of success you can achieve when you are in complete alignment. The only limitations we have are those that we unconsciously place on ourselves. And the success that I'm talking about isn't the kind of success that you've got now, the kind where you're afraid of losing it all or that just feels really draining. This success comes with the freedom that you want too. It comes with the joy, with the ease, with the fulfillment that lights you up every single day. Because honestly, if success doesn't really feel like that, then can we legitimately call it success at all? You tell me. What does success really mean for you? What does joy really mean for you? And happiness and freedom and all those other words. You get to define all of them for yourself because they're all personal definitions. Like I say, we're not satisfied with the things that come in boxes that we're told would make us happy for long. So we've got to figure out what does make us happy for ourselves because everybody's definition is different. And there are a few ways that I can help you to do that. One way is through my free school community, where you'll find loads of free resources, including the free 14-day mini course, Rewire Your Brain for Happiness. That's also where you'll find the Mohapi Method to More group mentorship program. Or if the group thing isn't what you want, we can get on a call and work one-to-one together. All the links that you need are in the description. Now, the next video that I recommend you watching gives you a 5-minute daily practice to create success with ease. So click there to watch that one next. I look forward to speaking with you or seeing you in my community. And if I don't, well, just know that you're ready. And this is where it begins. I'll see you next time. Bye.